Hey everybody, it has finally stopped raining after like 4 days of just a constant deluge. So that's awesome. Today is also a really special day because it is my dad's birthday and he would be 79 years old today. And I'm thankful that I had him in my life. Um, and I miss him every day. So, and I'm going to celebrate today because he would not want me to be sad. He'd be very disappointed in me, in fact, if I was sad. Okay, I'm a little disorganized this morning. I'm not going to lie. However, my packing is awesome. My packing is super awesome. So I'm really, really happy about that. I am just pulling up my workout and then we can get started. So what do I want to tell you? We're going to work biceps. We are going to work buns, and we are going to work abs. So with all of these exercises, it doesn't matter what we're doing. You have got to keep your core tight, 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 tight. Sorry, I do not like my angle at all. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Okay, this is your core, part of your abs, part of your back, part of your glutes. So you just have to be careful and be safe and use really good form. We're always slow and gentle. We are never frenetic. Sorry, I gotta change my YouTube a little. We are never frenetic. We are never sloppy. We never rush through the moves because that ensures that we hurt ourselves. So what else do I want you to know? You really want to focus on squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. That is your best way to get results. Oh, good morning, Michelle. All right, we're gonna get this party started. The first one that we're gonna do is an over-the-shoulder bicep curl. So I want you to get on your ball. I am going super light today, like super light. You do not have to go as light as me. You're going to be over your ball. So your tricep, where your tricep is going to be on the ball. You're going to fully extend, squeeze, so it goes almost over your shoulder. Full range of motion. Let's do 15. I can tell you that moving and picking up these really heavy bins has not been the best thing for my elbow. So I've decided that I'm just going to work like the lightest weights I have, which are 1 pound. I actually got these from my mom. She never used them because she never listens to me. 5 more. So really squeeze. Normally I would start with 8 or 10 pounds and then see how far I could get before I drop down. 1 more. But not today. Now, my left elbow is fine, but you want to keep your weights even. I want to make sure I see you guys. Hi, Paula. Teresa. Oh, thank you, Paula. You're sweet. Because I feel a little bit of a hot mess. You know when you're like, your environment is a mess? It isn't always like the most calming experience. But I feel like I made such good progress. Okay, full extension. Do not start to skimp on the extension as you get tired. We're doing 15. 10 more. My cough is getting better. The sun is out. The sun is out for my dad's birthday. That is really nice. Four more. 2 more. We can do this. Come on. Squeeze. So even though I'm using 1 pound weights, I think I'm sore, like I said, from lifting these boxes. Just, it's work. They're really heavy. But I'm so glad I'm strong enough to do it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my other weight. And I want you guys to get on the ball. And you're going to roll off. Okay? And I want your butt about 6 inches off the ground. You'll be able to tell you're far enough when you fully extend and your hand don't hit the ground. So I want you to squeeze Oh, sorry, we're doing hammer curls. So I want them to face up and down. Okay, so you're gonna lower and you're gonna squeeze up. Now, the closer your knees are, the harder you're gonna have to work in your abs to keep yourself balanced on the ball. If you widen your legs, obviously, it's a little easier, but try to put your knees close, see what happens. And don't get discouraged if you can't keep your balance. You're working hard, you're building your core strength. 5 more. It's a lot easier to stay in bed. It is a lot easier to stay in bed, but you're gonna see no changes and you're not gonna feel any better if you do that. Oh, did you guys see my grill? Isn't it pretty? Cracks me up that it's sitting in my apartment right now, but that is what it is. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do really requires good form. You're gonna put yourself in this position, okay? Now, if I was doing this normally, I would probably be using 12 to 15 pound weights. You can go a little bit heavier with this. I wanna make sure I said hi to everybody because I don't wanna not say hi when you say hi. Oh, hi, Margie. Obviously, you know I'm using my really light ones. Or you know what? I'm gonna go a little heavier because I'm not moving them. We're just gonna hold them, okay? So your elbows are tucked in, the weights are here. We're gonna walk around the room for 1 minute. You squeeze those biceps, you keep your core tight. Okay? Keep your elbows in, and you're just gonna walk around the room. And I want you really squeezing those biceps. You might try pushing the biceps up a tiny bit so you really have that tension in your biceps. You're not walking super fast, but you're not walking really slowly either. But you should feel this in your biceps. If not, your weight is not heavy enough. Keep going, we're halfway there. Keep going, you can do it. If your form is good, keep your weight. Woo! I have 8 pounds and I can definitely feel it. We're done. I love that one because it really forces you to isolate that muscle. Keep your core tight. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, because this is pretty much my state of mind, I did not set a timer, so I'm just checking our time and see how long we've been going. Okay, so we have 3 more minutes. Cancel, 3 more minutes, okay. So the next one that we are going to do is I'm strong curls. So you don't want to go too heavy, but you also don't want to grab 1-pounders. I'm only doing this because of my elbow. Your arms are out to the side and you're gonna curl to this position. So it's as if you're saying, I'm strong, and you squeeze those biceps to come in, you squeeze to release. Your core is super tight, your feet are hip width apart. You're gonna feel this in your shoulders, no doubt. Squeeze. We have 10 more. Come on, squeeze those biceps. If these are super easy for you, your weight is too light. 5 more. One more. Awesome. Okay, the next one we're gonna do are close and far slow curls. So we're gonna start close. You want to put your arms as far together in front of your body as you can. Obviously, we have muscles and we have boobs there, so you can't get them totally close, but you can get pretty close. So you're gonna squeeze up. for 10. Keep your core tight. Now, if these are not burning, your weight is not heavy enough, you need to go up. Now, out. Move your elbows around to the side of your body. Three more. Good job. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I want you to get a chair. Let me see what I can muster up. Okay. I really don't want to step on this one because it's so pretty. But I will just put something on it so that my shoe doesn't dirty it. I want one arm up. Okay, so we're going to curl and press. Keep your abs tight. So you curl up, press. We're doing 10 of these on each side. Okay, let's just switch and then we'll quickly go. Squeeze. I want full range of motion with everything you're doing. Full extension, full curl, full press. I want your abs tight. 5 more. Two more. Come on, we got it. Squeeze. Awesome. All right, let me move this out of the way. And we are going to Buns. Someone said hello. It's so hard to read. It's so bright outside. Bad storms in Paducah. Bad signal. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I heard that there were some crazy storms down there. Okay, timer back to 10 minutes. And let's do some buns now. I'm actually pressing start. So with the next one, you want to get decently heavy weights. I'm taking it easy on myself this week, just with everything I have going on. So you're going to get wide. You're going to go up on your toes. We're going to lower down. As you lower down, the weight slide down. Stay up on the balls of your feet. You can do this sliding down a wall if your balance is not where you want it to be. What I will tell you is do not get down on yourself. Please, if you're wobbling all over the place and losing your balance like I just did, that is fine. You are a human being. You are fighting, and that is what is making your muscles work really hard. 3 more. Woo! So you have got to keep your abs tight, or there's no way you will keep your balance. Woo! Shake it out. Good job, people. Good job. Have some water. I would like you to just take a little sip. The next one I want you to do is get your mat, and I want you to have a weight standing up and just lean it against your couch. You're going to lay on your stomach. You're going to grab it between your feet. You're going to curl it, Squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings, and let it go. This is all very slow and controlled. If you've never done this before, go light so you get a feel for holding that weight between your feet, because you have to keep them together. 10 more. Three more. Come on, you got it. Squeeze. And when you lower it slowly. Remember, we have no sloppiness in our movements. We are controlled, we are tight, we are making it work. It is so funny. I was telling my friend yesterday, I have so many bruises all over my body from like knocking into things, or I told you I've hit my elbow twice. So funny. Yesterday I like cracked my knee. So I'm gonna look like I've been brawling by the time this move is done. Because again, it's just so small in here. So as I fill bins, I have less and less space. But I'm still trying to move around, and it's kind of comical. Okay, we're gonna lay on the ball. This is a challenging exercise, so just get a feel for it. You want your heels on the top, but off to the side a little bit. Okay, so your knees are in a 90-degree angle. You're gonna drive up through your heels, squeezing your glutes. What you can do to increase the challenge is to grab a weight and use it on your hips, okay? So drive up. You're gonna have to really fight. And let your arms help you balance. You do not have to use the weight. We're doing 15. You drive up as high as you can. This is a tough exercise, even without the weight. If you feel like you need to readjust on the ball, you do that, and it gives you a little break to let the burn subside also. Oh my gosh. 3 more. Woo! We can do it. Oh my gosh. That is such an intense burn. I love it. I still haven't figured out how to pack my weights. I know I've packed them before, and I think I just kind of spread them out in different boxes. But I wanted to leave them out so I could work out. I haven't decided if I'm going to work out tomorrow morning. I have to go do a walkthrough at my new place. So early, so I don't know. I'm going to decide later. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, very simple exercise, but very effective. They're called deadlifts. So your feet are hip width apart, and you are going to hinge over and run those weights right down the front of your legs, not touching your legs, just right in front of your legs. Then you squeeze your hamstrings and your glutes and to get back to the top, and then give a big squeeze when you get to the top. You can go heavy with this. I don't want to hold super heavy with my arm. I'm going to do 15s and see how that feels. If you've been doing my workouts for a while, try heavier. Don't assume you can't do it, okay? Even if you get 1 or 2 in at a heavier weight, it's 1 or 2 more than you did the last time. Hinge over. Okay, so try to keep your legs as straight as you can. Squeeze those hamstrings and glutes to get to the top, and then really squeeze when you get to the top. If you do not work your glutes, they're going to just change form. They get flatter, and slide down, or if they just lose their shape and get kind of, you know, not recognizable from the glutes that you used to have. Strengthening those muscles is going to get that shape into something that you're happier with. Trust me. I'm not saying you're going to get the same butt that you had when you were 18. But you will get something that you feel really good about. And it's important. It's important. Not just for look, but just the strength. Having a strong lower body is awesome. Okay, we're gonna do clams. I did them the other day. I'm gonna do them again because I love them so much. I think they are a phenomenal exercise. How are we doing on time? Okay, we are doing great. You guys, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for showing up. So many people just don't even show up for life. And I get it. I see why. I've been there myself at times. But life is so much richer, so much better, so much more enjoyable when you do show up. Okay, I have a 15-pound weight. I'm going to see what I can do. We're going to do 15 of these. Squeeze, keeping those feet together, and lower slowly. Don't let your legs snap shut. Well, first of all, because that would hurt. But it's not good form. And squeeze those abs. What I don't want is you going like that and your body rocking backwards to help you. I don't want you trying to fling your legs open. Come on, 5 more. Woo! Take a break when you need to. We can do this. What we never do is quit. I don't care if you take a break. Care if you take 3 breaks. Drop the weight completely. Doesn't matter, but you finish. Ah. Woo! So good. You guys ready? Feet together, abs tight. Your head is just resting in your hands. Remember, do not rotate your body. Your body stays completely still. Five more. We can do this. Come on. We are going to fight. We don't let these exercises beat us. Ever. Sometimes you're going to have to dig really deep to finish an exercise. But that feeling of accomplishment, once you do something that you didn't think you could do, or you do it better than you did the last time, or you do heavier weight, or your form is better, that is accomplishment. And I want you to really give yourself credit for it. Women are just so good at not giving themselves credit for things. It's pretty amazing. Or accepting compliments. I've really been working hard on that because I'm terrible at accepting compliments, as I think a lot of women are. So to try to work on that, if that's you also. We're going to do around the world. So I want you sitting with your legs straight. You might need to just bend your legs a tiny bit to tuck them under your couch, and that's cool. We're going to lean back. Okay, this is around the world. If you do not like the way this makes your back feel, sit straight up and still just do as wide of a range of motion as you can. You do what works for you. I'm going to go with you know what? I'm going to go with a 5. This is very challenging for me too. We're going to do 15 total. Did I start the timer? Yes. Full range of motion. Come on. Now, you might notice towards the end, your feet start coming up. You can go ahead and tuck them to get you through those last 3. So good. So good. So the next one I want you to do is make sure you have enough room. And I want your hands and feet just off the ground like an inch. Come up and come down. Come up, come down. If you can't get your legs up that high, even if you're lifting them a little off the ground, rest your head in between. 10 more. Woo. Do not hold your breath. Squeeze those abs. You are not going off momentum. Take a break when you need to. We have 5 more. One more. Oh my Lord. Those are bananas. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is to lay on your side. I'm going to get a single light weight. The sun is blinding me. Lay on your back. Then shift over onto one butt cheek. Extend the other leg. This arm is out in front of you. And I want you to do an oblique crunch. This is the area that we're working. You've got to squeeze and squeeze. Okay? If you can't get your knee all the way to your elbow, no problem. Squeeze as hard as you can. Get as close as you can. Put your hand there. Feel that muscle working. Yeah, good stuff. Roll over, get on your back, shift to one butt cheek, bend that lower leg. This arm is out in front. Squeeze. Your whole midsection should be tight. Okay. Rock up. Get a little bit of water. Okay, the next one. If your abs start to lock up on you while you're working out, you can get on all fours and just really arch your back and lift your face up towards the sky, and you will get a great stretch. Okay. The next one that we are going to do, I want to make sure you can see me. We are going to get into a plank. So this is your position. You are a straight line from your head to your toes. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You have got to keep everything tight, 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 tight. And you're going to touch as far out to the right as you can, then as far out to the left as you can. And I really want you to squeeze. Work your hardest. So we are going to do 16 total. So that we have an even number. As far out to the right as you can, you squeeze those abs as hard as you can. Take a break if you need to. Do not quit though. Awesome. Okay, the next one that we are going to do are still dogs. And I love these. You are on all fours. You squeeze your abs to lift your knees up and hold and back down. These are the muscles I want you to use to get those knees up. So it's a real squeeze, real intense squeeze. We're going to do 15 of these. So remember, when you go up, I want you to really squeeze, hold 1, 2 before you go back down. And when you come down, you're not coming down with full force. You're not resting on your knees. You're letting them lightly touch before you squeeze to get them about 4 inches off the ground. 10 more. Whew, we have 4 more. So you're just kissing the ground with those knees. You do not go into a full stop, a full rest. Oh. So here's one that I've gotten a few requests for. People really like this one. Pretend like you're laying, well, you are laying on the ground. Now pretend like there's a rope hanging from the ceiling over your chest, and you have to go from a lying position to pull yourself up on the rope. I know. 16 times. Do it well, fight hard. Get up as high as you can on that rope, okay? And you're only gonna get up high if you squeeze. $14, $15, $16. So good. All right. Next one we're gonna do TikTok. Your legs are up. My legs cannot straighten, and I don't beat myself up about it. I'm just not that flexible. You're gonna lower to one side. You're gonna lower as far as you can before the small of your back starts coming up. Once the small of your back starts coming up, important point, you have to squeeze your abs. If you squeeze your abs, the small of your back is gonna stay on the ground longer. Once your abs can no longer keep it, that's when you know it's time to go the other side. We're doing 16 total. I want the best form ever. You have to really squeeze. I have gotten so much better at these over the past year. Do not hold your breath. Really fight. 6 more. 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Then we're done. We're done. Stretch out. Get those hands and feet as far away from each other as they can. Arch your back a little bit to really stretch those abs. Now let's stretch your glutes. Pull your knee in. Put your hand on the outside. Roll it over, keeping both shoulders on the ground, because this is where you want to feel it. Other knee in. Put your hand on the outside of it. Push it towards the ground, keeping both shoulders on the ground. Oh my gosh, that feels amazing. I want you to get your ball, stretch out those biceps, put your hand up on top of it, but off to the side a tiny bit. Let your shoulder fall towards the floor and just adjust until you feel that stretch in your bicep. You'll know it when you feel it. Sometimes it just takes a little adjusting. Oh, yeah. And then you're like, oh yeah, I got it. Put it out in front of you. Let your chest fall towards the floor. Oh my gosh, so proud of us. Have your hands pull, stretch those obliques. Thank you so much for joining me. As I told you, I'm not positive about tomorrow morning. I have to sort of get my scheduling because tomorrow is a critical day, my final day here, because the move starts bright and early Friday morning. So I definitely will not be working out Friday. And I don't know if I'll work out Saturday. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to how I feel. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys make me really, really happy. And I'm thankful for you. And I hope you enjoyed the workout and that you have a great day. Bye.